a tournament has been, as we mentioned, there's been upsets. We just saw one, but this next one is going to be one of my personal favorites. This is the one that I requested.
Can we
Let's
call
be
this?
real.
Can we call this the set of the tournament? Because I'm gonna be real. I think this might be it. Smub locking in. Okay, Fawn taking
exactly.
a deep breath in preparation.
They are both breathing deeply, but no Wii Fit here on screen. It's gonna happen.
Hey, I mean, I think I was gonna say the PTSD nightmares of telling a New York City player and facing a New York City player locking in Wii Fit are real. So who knows what the mental trick might be, but neither of these players have faced a ton of their opponents much, right? They played at Xanadu as well, where I believe Fawn also came out on top on her third place run, but this is a whole new tournament, and Smub looking to avenge enhanced PV as that top Virginia player left standing, and right now, I mean, off to a great start, just locking it down, not respecting the can at all, and just not letting Fawn find any space to get set up.
I always think it's funny because Smub used to just wave land on platform after taking a stock, and now he does that little moonwalk across the stage. You'll see it if he takes the second one here, but I mean, he loves doing that, and I mean, it's always funny seeing just like the Smubisms. I'm giving myself one Let's Go Smub this set, but we'll have to see when that comes in. Right now, trying to get back from this oppressive edge guard. This is what the Duck Hunt Duck can actually do when able to set up like that. You give them that time, and then it's going to be really, really difficult for even especially a big body here to get back.
Wait, did you say you're giving yourself one Let's Go Smub?
Oh yeah.
Because okay, I'm giving myself a one Let's Go Fawn then. Because that's my friend. Right now, we've seen a lot of Fawn on not at the moment, just trying to use that frame one clay pigeon, right? The fastest your option can be to get out, but not going to make the tech. That's a rare mistake from Fawn to go down 2 stocks to 1 here, getting caught off the ledge. And Nerf, I mean, we've seen a lot of more back airs from normal from Fawn. That's a new thing she's trying to implement, because those tipper back airs do send can back towards you, catching you your opponent between you and the can. But right now she's got a ways to go. That back air also kills though, and is gonna close out the stock. I mean, this isn't even a game as it gets.
This is the difficult part. Smub is going to look for some of the same situations, but if you are ready for them this time, you can find your way out. And Smub, going for the Space Pirate Rush over ledge, just looking for one of those command grab connections, especially when you think Fawn is setting up on ledge. This could be an opportunity for Smub to overtake the can.
And the ladder Nerf there of the pings into the can, right, getting clipped by those process along the way is what allowed Fawn to then find the positioning to combo into the back air and trying to line up the F smash at 54 frames of end lag, but Smub still just scared enough to not find the punish. Now Fawn has that space that Smub had locked down at the beginning and is starting to claw their way back into this one, pawing tooth and nail at this dragon, right, trying to find that final hit. This is where Duck Hunt struggles. Can Fawn close it out?
I mean, yeah, Smub definitely going to be looking for something here. Techs that, and then we see another tech from the fair. Well-timed from both, and then it's just a quick reset back to neutral. Smub looking for something here with the side B, but it's going to be the combo into the can. Fawn slapping the thigh, just going for the pop-up.
And the immediate run back, too. Fawn wanted that one bad. Right, starting off slow, the SD was frustrated, still closed it out, and this setup, Nerf is so smart, right? Goes for neutral air, but auto cancels it to find the jab. Duck Hunt having one of the faster jabs in Smash Ultimate. And when you're in a change to Duck Hunt from Smash World Ultimate, right, you can ping can when you're in shield, hit lag, end lag, hit stun, whatever you want, and so is able to then adjust the positioning to find the combo.
Yep, and right now, looking for a skin change here. Fawn now going for the good old Beagle, the Beagle skin. Now let's see if Smub is going to have the wherewithal. Has a couple jumps, still has a lot of room to play with, and still going to be looking for a way to survive this ledge. It's been the same setups that have been sending Smub off to the side, and now just unable to get off this ledge.
And this is where Ridley can struggle, right? This character has some great buttons on stage, but once he gets caught in the corner, especially against a trap character, it can be hard for him to find his way out. He's a big, light body with not incredibly fast aerial buttons, right? He can't just point that forward air at you easily without a full commitment, and then neutral air not as fast as you would like to get out of the corner.
Yeah, but then you can see that vulnerable up B still a way for smub to find one of those crucial back airs that can get himself back into this. This is still doable, right? This is still a heavy, or a heavy-ish character who can survive at these high percents.
Oh no.
What the hell am I looking at?
That clay pigeon combo is very frame tight, but it's true from 40% onwards. It's also easier on Ridley because he's a big body and is light. So he's gonna kind of get caught out by it sooner, but because he's so big, he's gonna keep going. Those up airs kill early, maybe Fawn's best kill option. However, they can be SDI'd. But again, it's less of an option with Ridley because of that big body, and it can just be so hard for him to land in this matchup.
smub trying to muscle his way out of every one of these juggles. He does manage to do one with Nair, and now, again, it's less than 50% on the final stock. If smub gets one of these big startups, you know he's going to be looking for a huge call-out. It's going to be the forward smash, which I don't necessarily agree with. It's something that can two-frame, especially on the ledge, but, I mean, I would be very careful about using that with Duck Hunt's up B.
As well as Fawn expecting it. I can tell you again from staying with him, Fawn was talking about that F smash being like, yeah, it's active for, you know, a sixth of a second. It just lasts forever. Right. You will get caught out by it. And so knowing that smub wants to look for it, and being able to avoid it preemptively as a result means that that mix-up, it doesn't have any mileage. And now, once again, it's just smub trying to find a way down through this maze of tricks and traps. Am I watching Duck Hunt or Snake right now? Because it feels like there's explosions everywhere.
Oh, it looks like, but that's going to be one mistimed option, and that's going to be smub looking for something. We get the good tech. That's what you're looking for, and now smub just runs in. It's another one of those little can that just slightly delayed. Smub can't do anything but shield, and then it's that big F-tilt on that ledge that's going to take that second game.
And the pop-off again from Fawn after game 2. Smub, this time looking a little bit more nervous, but still went for the run back, saying, I want to run that back. And honestly, where Smub has gotten the most mileage is using the disjoint on his up special, right? To either hit away can more safely or beat out a contest. From Fawn, unfortunately, it's just not the most useful to, you know, use in neutral, to use in the situations where Fawn has made the adjustments, and we're seeing Ridley's relatively linear toolkit get stuffed to the point that the conditioning mix-ups can't even be established to let Smub's fantastic mix-up game take effect.
So yeah, I think that what smub is probably looking to do here is just try to figure out what he can actually do, like to mix up and do some stuff. Obviously, the side B stuff has not been working. All of the side Bs that he's been going for have not really been in his favor. So now he's just going to be looking for some of this offstage stuff. I think that's the challenge. It's like, yeah, getting in and winning neutral is tough, but even the advantage states that smub does get, he's unfortunately not able to close those stocks out. Now it's up to him to try to get one of these nice offstage interactions, but even then it's great DI from Fawn, and it's not going to do anything. That's the mix-up? Is that it? That's what you're going to do? That's the mix-up?
Is that your one let's go smub? I think that can count. But Nerf, it was good DI in combination with that frame 1 can, right? Changing your knockback angle to give you a more favorable opportunity to survive. Now for the moment, right, it is Smub's lead, but once again, trying to find your way off the corner. Fawn, though, a little bit more nervous on the ledge trap than last stock, and just trying to continue the juggle to reset the situation. When you give Smub an inch, though, he will capitalize. He will find these hits, and even though it's only one, that's still 50%.
This is what I'm talking about. Immaculate DI from both players, and smub living to almost 200%, but eventually his time was going to run out. 48% of extra credit on his part. Can he get an edge guard here started? It looks like Fawn actually gave themselves some great insurance with that can on platform, and this turns into a 70% combo.
And so that can as well, right? Hitting up tilt or up air, which we saw Fawn land on that can always sends can back towards Duck Hunt, over their head. Right. So it was able for Fawn to set it up to then control the positioning and keep it through multiple hits in the same platform space is making it linger longer and making it really hard for Smub to jump at all. Now you have to trade the can. Kill? Yet missing the tech.
Okay.
Smub just didn't expect the frame 1 can.
Yeah, smub did not expect that he was going to have to tech that one, and he went a little bit off stage, but he's looking for one of those clutch plays, the triple fair into the blast zone. Getting it,
Oh my God!
smash, and it's just like that. You're dead. It's just that's smub. Okay, let's go smub. Okay, that's my one. Let's go smub. That's so sick. You're so cool.
That was insane from both players. Because watch, I just want to talk about this whole sequence because Fawn intentionally getting hit by that up special, saying I'm either gonna down air you or I'm gonna get hit, put back to stage, and take stage control. But then and having to run away, retreating, and Smub just calling at the platform, which
That's so sick.
Fawn didn't
Oh
go
my God,
to
that's
platform
so sick.
at
I love
all,
it.
and yet Smub was still ready for it. We've got a set on our hands here on small battlefield nerf, but this is a dog with a vengeance, and I'm still nervous until I force that game 5 if I'm Smub.
That's tough. I mean, right now Smub knows that you can take a quick stock like that, and it's a knowledge check, a matchup check. But right now you're getting your own matchup check. It's the 0 to death to start off game number 4. Fawn is not out to play here today. It's Sick Drift.
I was gonna say, hey, you're saying let's go for Smub, but all I see are just clay pigeons left and right. That move, those situational has not been something that Smub has had any answer for. Fawn trying to find a way back down, mixing up some platform movement, some sneaky full commit fades there, gonna allow her back to stage and help it find the extra opening it needs to stay alive. And its mix-ups out of disadvantage, out from back from ledge have just been gorgeous.
Right now, I mean, Smub is doing a good job trying to figure out how to answer the edgeguard for edgeguard battle that this has become. And right now, the gunman into the can actually not creating pressure for Smub, but just a little fake out. And now we're getting the side B, and that's going to be the first stock finally for Smub.
And that's an interaction that's unique to Can. Unlike other explosive projectiles you leave on stage, right? Ridley grab goes through it. Something like Snake Grenade will explode and actually it disrupts you. So maybe Fawn getting a little bit matchup check there, right? By it going through, because that can was definitely set up to hit Ridley out of the command grab. Fawn trying to just get off me to find a way to take this lead, get some breathing room, because despite how big he is and how small the stage is, Smub is finding ways in, around, and just to keep this pressure on, and it's starting to suffocate this zoner.
So far, but I mean, every time Fawn is starting to set up one of these edge guards, Smub seems to be worn down just a little bit further. I mean, eventually those edge guards are going to take their toll. Can Smub do the same thing here? It's going to be another hit, and that's why we go to small battlefield, because Smub knows that Ridley up smash covers the entirety of that platform. Nothing you do
and
there.
That is one of the sickest setups you'll see. Back air to twist to bounce off, because once it bounces off stage, it bounces back the other way. So it just sits there, Nerf, and a character with a linear recovery like Ridley just has to take it. At those percents, there's nothing you can do except eat the percent, and now Fawn making full use of those frame 1 options to just lock it down and say, I'm sorry, you cannot swing at me, this could be it. Missing the drag down though, and that's going to be the one more chance Smub might need. Are we going to see a game 5 here?
I mean, it could be possible. They're both looking very near to kill percent, but 1 more or 2 more interactions will decide that. Now, it's going to be that same setup.
No, wow.
Smub's DI has been good this entire set. He's not done just yet. He's looking for 1 more interaction. Can you get this edge guard? Can you go off stage? Can you get the back air? And it's just going to be another one of those fade out up smashes, but this time it will not work.
Wow, both players playing so nervous. Fawn does not miss those throw combos with Can very much, not by that much, least of all. Put all the way off stage, and the uncharged fireball, but the Can mix at the boot. Oh no,
my God,
tried to cover it. It's untouchable to the game 5, baby! As the crowd channels Nerf's energy, popping off in turn, and Fawn, Nerf, watch this. Fawn has the right play here too. Covers disadvantage with the Can, but the hit is so active that the Herb shift, if of the back air, you shift your body in, that leg out, and just bending in an L perfectly around the explosion. Fawn was right, and that was 1 more chance. Let's go, Fawn. You got this. You showed them what you're made of. You just gotta stay calm, close it out.
Game 5
That's my one.
begins here. It's time. Can Smub carry this momentum? Will the cheese win out? Or will the zoner be able to completely outbox, as has been the case for 60 to 70% of these sets? It's just going to come down to 1 or 2 interactions per stock. That's the heavy tax.
And that can, while it's great improv from Fawn to be able to reset, get stage control back, right, that last pigeon hit hitting the can and sending it back the other way completely disrupted the extension Fawn was looking for. And so while it's 77's a lot, right, it could be a lot more. And Fawn just trying to keep those feet on the ground, but Smub picks his moments to approach so well.
Yes, absolutely. Knowing when to pull the trigger and when to play it safe. He's been stuck in shield for so much of this set. He knows that he has to shield out everything, so he's flashing it, he's keeping it like not being poked too low, and then he's just gonna take his time and wait until he sees the opening, and then eventually he sends you so far off that you just don't get back.
Yeah, Fawn thinking that they had a jump there, and so trying to jump and go around the world, but evidently didn't, right? Got kind of caught out, and when you're in a game 5 situation like this, it can be antsy. We're seeing Fawn miss the hitboxes she's choosing. SD, are the nerves getting to her? Is the crowd getting to her? Because this crowd is in an uproar right now.
Absolutely. There's cheering for both sides, but for the most part, Smub has his warriors behind him, and now we're going to see another one of those tech chases on platform that Smub loves covering here on Small Battlefield. The fact that Fawn went back here is insane to me.
And Fawn finding the clay pigeon, right? That lightning quick option to get the reversal off the second up smash from Smub, trying to take the mental damage to close it on out. That can gonna find a little bit of chip, but not too much. That's such a low percent. It's not even gonna put Smub in a tech situation. Right. And Fawn, as we've seen, right, very capable of these long strings and just not letting Smub play the game for minutes at a time. But the second he gets in, you're expecting that stock to go away, and so you need to play perfect defense here to even bring this game close to even. If I'm Fawn, I feel all the pressure in the world on my shoulders right now.
Yeah, and you're getting hit by your own clay pigeon, or your own can too. Got to be careful about that inevitable danger, and still looking for some of these smash attacks as a Hail Mary to get Smub off this screen ASAP. The fear is starting to set in, but the percents are much closer than they were. This could be Fawn's chance, but they have no room to go to. Their back is against the wall, and now Smub sets up for another edge guard. Can the can above do anything? No, it cannot. That's another lead, but if Fawn takes this in a quick succession, it might just be tough.
And Nerf, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even hear you stop speaking, because all I can hear is the crowd in my ears. The one more stock chants are deafening. These players want to welcome Fawn back to the region of Ridley, where the space pirates are king, like the Metroids reign free, and one stock is a piece to settle whether Fawn can continue her reputation as the MDVA Slayer, or whether Fawn will be, or whether Smub will be the people's hero.
It's hard to say. Right now, it's just going to be up to the next few seconds. It had been no percent taken when Fawn was looking for that stock from Smub, and now it's just been a little bit of a couple trades here and there. Smub now setting up on the ledge, but I found that even then his edge guards have been getting weaker and weaker. Fawn is picking out all of the tricks in the sleeve.
Oh, no.
Until that, it's Smub with a big play. It's going to be the forward smash, and he pops the hell up as he should, and that's it.
Nerf, Smub just popped off literally halfway across the venue. He launched himself off the stage so fast, and we were talking, right? That's the nerves setting in.
Yes, that's my boy!
Fawn was ready for that earlier in the set, but with the crowd at you, right? With the crowd in your head, Nerf. With the crowd in your head, with all the nerves on your shoulders after going up 2-0, it's hard to account for those same basic options that you were covering at the beginning. And that high recovery, Fawn looking for the backer, right? That new integration, getting called out, and Smub with the slight shift back is all he needed to close it out.
That's my boy.
That was incredible.
He completes the reverse 3-0, and that's your champion, Smub, baby! What can you do? Smub is just built different. He is just a cryptid, a legend. He's like Bigfoot. Once you see it, you'll never forget it. All right, so cool.
Hey,
Okay,
you know what? I was gonna say, you know where you can see Smub crush it all the time? You can see him on KML's Twitch channel, because KML tournaments kind of